Welcome back to Hot Red Mess. My name is Angie. Currently right now we are driving, and yes, the episode is in driving because, well, that's my life right now. So I just wanted to touch base, with all of you. I've been hearing a lot of you lately saying that you can't do what you want to do because you don't have time, or you can't focus in, or there's just too much going on with kids and all that fun stuff that it's just not going to happen, and you're putting yourself second. Now, as moms, we are always putting ourselves second. We are always putting our family and whatever else ahead of us. It's like what we do, right? So, which is normal. But here's the deal. If you show up in your life every day and you only give 75%, and that 75% is going towards your family and everything else, and the other 25% is just like, me, whatever, who gives a shit type behavior, then where are you going to be? So everybody's asking, how do you do it? How do you stay organized? How are you on the board with the school? How do you show up to these meetings? How are you running the business with your husband? How are you doing the podcast? How are you learning about digital marketing? How? And I just want you to know it's organization. It's organized chaos. And that's what Hot Rod Mess is all about, is organized chaos. And everybody knows that. So what is it that we're doing that's different from you? I'm just organizing my chaos. And I'm setting my priorities straight. Meaning, mom wants to get into digital marketing. Mom wants to provide an income beyond dad's dream. So as you all know, that's a pretty truck. Squirrel. As you guys all know, my husband's dream was Ziggy's, right? So awesome, done, check, nailed it, we did it, okay? I don't want to say gave up on my dreams, because that's not really it. I was forced into being a mom because I chose to, not forced. I chose to. I had a baby and boom, here I am. I was a mother. I gave up school, yes, to raise my son, because at that particular time in my life, my son needed me the most. So, whatever. Then it was make money and survive, or continue going through all this other stuff, which at the time, I wouldn't have been able to give 100% of anything. Not even that 25% extra that was lingering would not have gone anywhere, because my son had issues and my husband was growing his business, and we went from $100,000 a year salary to $16,000 a year. Now, really, let's do the math on that. That's a huge pay cut. We went from being able to afford to do things to nothing. Barely getting by. To now, we run a very successful company on Cape Cod. It's great. But now we're at the point where we're thrill seekers and we need to get to the next step. That being said, so what am I doing? I want to be able to enjoy my husband, enjoy my family, and make money all at the same time. Now, the job that we have, as you guys all know, it's very demanding. We do towing and things like that. So, yes, it's 9 to 6, or whatever, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. But for us, it's and then, because we're the owners, we're the business owners. And when you're the business owners, you don't get a break, which is fine. It's fine because we chose this life. We chose this path. We chose to climb to the top. But that's also the reason why we have all this. Him and I we've had a very great life together. Now, the big thing is that you really, how do you get organized? I know that like everybody's sitting there going, oh, I can't do that, I don't have time. If you're sitting at home in the morning and you're thinking about what you're getting at the grocery store, write it down. If you're thinking about what you need to make for dinner for the week, write it down. Like literally make a list that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I do BLD. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Okay? And breakfast, cereal. Check. So I go and I make sure I check my pantry and I make sure I have cereal, bagels, waffle, whatever it is. Okay? Then I've also at the same time I have this amazing calendar that is linked to my phone and or iPhone, whatever. And my family can add whatever they want to that list. So I also, at that point, I look at the list and I see that the list says waffles. All right. Well, instead of buying bagels, I'm going to buy waffles instead because he asked for waffles. So now I just took care of breakfast for probably 3 days out of the week. Cereal, waffles. Okay? Check. Now I move along to lunch. Everybody in my family wants something fucking different for lunch. I know everybody's in the same boat. All you moms are going, I can't make lunch because these fuckers want this and they want that. Great. I have a rule in my house. If your lunchbox is not on my counter, you do not get a lunch. If I can't find your lunchbox, I don't give a shit. If your lunchbox isn't empty and ready for the next meal to go in it, no, you get nothing. At first, you feel like a horrible parent when you're sending your kid to school. And trust me, I've actually gotten the phone call from the school where they're like, hi, Mrs. Barron, so blah, blah, blah doesn't have lunch today and they wanted me to call home. You're correct. They do not have lunch today. And they pause for a minute and they're like, oh? And you're like, yeah, no, they don't have lunch today because ask them why. And in our school, my kids go to a private Catholic school. So in our school, she's hilarious. And she goes, your mother says, why do you not have lunch today? You should know the reason. And then I got I never put my lunchbox on the counter. Or it's, I never emptied my lunchbox. You were serious? The first time it happened, my youngest goes, wait a minute, you were serious? I thought you were just joking. And I was like, nah, bro. Nope. Serious as I could ever be. I didn't know you were serious. If I knew you were serious, I thought you were just like on one of your tangents. Brother. No, I was not. So, now, here's my funny, okay? Now, I've got the school, I've got the schools now on board. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Oh, the next set of lights. Here we go. I placed this recording phone device literally right in front of the map. Oh my God, you know what I could do? Genius. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, Walmart. Well, that stupid Walmart's over there and that's where I had to go. Whatever, we're going to O'Reilly's. Turn the hell around. That's what we're doing. Turning around. Anyways, step 1. Gain control of your house. Okay? That's step 1. Step 2. Organize your chaos. you have to come to the conclusion that nothing you do is going to be foolproof, nor is it going to be perfect. If you expect it to be perfect or you expect it to be foolproof, you are setting yourself up for failure. You will fail. 100% you're going to fail. You're going to have a just idea of what the hell is happening for dinner that week. Okay? Because you've made a list. You know that you have a broad idea of what's happening for breakfast. You know you have an idea of what's happening for lunch. Why do you have an idea of all this? Because you have put it all down. You've written it all out. And we as humans, when we write things out, we retain it better. Okay? That's why it's very important to make lists. Second, I like to put on my board in my house, I have these clear boards that go on my refrigerator, and I like to put on the board, I color coordinate everything. Now, people make fun of me, and it's cool, it's fine. And they're like, you're such a nerd with your color coordinated this and you color coordinated that. And you're correct. You are correct. I am a nerd, and I love my color coordinated shit. Do you want to know why I like my color coordinated shit? Because it's an eye catcher. So in the morning when I'm half asleep and I haven't gotten my coffee and I'm like, fuck, I'm running late and I have to function, I can glance at my board that's on my fridge and know that pink is Ella, green is Little William, and blue is Jake, and orange is family, okay? Or me and husband or adults, okay? Parentals, so to speak. So, I've also synced my...
Arrived.
Oh, thank you, I've arrived. I have also synced my Skylight calendar and our family, our iPhone. We have a family group chat, First, we have a family group chat, so there's check there, because anything anybody needs, they always just dump it in the family group chat, and then we all just figure it out from there. Secondly, we have a family calendar on our iPhones, which is through iCloud or whatever, and if you have iPhones or whatever, you can also do it through Google, a shared calendar, and everything is synced. So if kids are at school or whatever, or they have something going on and they need to be somewhere, they're supposed to dump it in the calendar. And then it alerts everybody, and everybody knows what happened, or what's going on, or what's supposed to be happening. If it's not in the calendar, it doesn't happen. These are rules, people. These are just simplicity rules, okay? This is how you get shit done. And don't bend from your rules, because I have bent from my rules, and I have deferred and all this crap. And let me tell you, I have set myself up for disaster. I have set myself up for being very unsuccessful by doing that. And it's been awful, okay? Awful. So, what I'm going to say is, here's what you got to do. Everybody's family has phones, cell phones, iPads, whatever it is, okay? Sync them. Sync everybody to one calendar, okay? And call it family calendar. Simple words. And color coordinate it with red or whatever, because I use red for the family calendar only because red, when you're looking at a big, is like alert, alert. That's why they use red for stop signs. That's why they use red for a stoplight. It's big, okay? So, you've made your list while you were sitting down drinking your coffee or whatever. You've now gone through your calendar. By the way, we've done all this in the span of 5 minutes, okay? You've done your calendar. Look at that knot. Ugh, awful. You've done your family calendar. Now, my family has until 7 o'clock. My kids are older, so it's a little bit easier. And when they're older, you lose control of what is going on a little bit more. And the reason why you're losing control is because they've got friends and they've got this and they've got that and they're over here and they're over there and they're all like, that's how their whole world works, which I understand and I get it. Like, that's cool. But you got to have the organization. So sync your calendars. Give them a rule if they're older. 7 o'clock, okay? By 7 o'clock on Sunday evening, you have to have everything in the family calendar current and up to date. Now, in our school, we have this beautiful thing called Blue and Gold, and that comes out every Sunday by 10 a.m. It goes out to all the students. It goes out to all the parents. So everything that's up and coming, you know. The link's in there to buy tickets if you need to do something. Everything is in there. Okay? So, that means cheerleading schedule has to be in there. Motocross schedule has to be in there. My doctor's appointments have to be in there. My husband's doctor's appointments. This appointment, that appointment. Even if it's as far as I'm interviewing somebody at work, I put it in the calendar. And the reason why is because my children might have a half day of school and they want to go with their friends. Well, they get out of school at 11:24. Maybe I have an interview at 11:30. They now know that they either A, need to catch a ride with a friend to go wherever they want to hang out, or 2, they're going to have to wait until I'm done with my interview, and then they can plan accordingly after that. And it's come in really handy. Now, you're always going to have one loose link. The loose link in my house is my daughter. She is. Love her. But she's the one. She is always the one. Oh, God help her. She's always the one that'll be like, oh my God, so-and-so just texted me. Bitch, it's Wednesday. Yeah, so? It's not happening. We're not happening. Like, did you not see the family calendar? Did you not see what's going on? Wait, so, like, you can't just stop at the store and take me? And, like, you can't just take me? Nope. No, I cannot, because I have other shit to do. I'm doing a recording. I'm doing this. I'm meeting this one. I'm meeting that one. Like, so this is the thing, though. It also, what you're doing here is you're setting a path for your children and your family to be successful in life and organized, okay? Because when you have organized chaos and structured, or whatever you want to call it, and it all works out, they're going to carry this on into life, okay? And they're going to want to do this in life. And the reason is because it's going to become so easy for them to understand that they have to plan, okay? Like, you have to plan. I don't care what you do. You have to plan. You have to plan. You have to plan everything. Like, if you were going out for the weekend, you're not going to just, like, say, here you go, and call it a day. It's, like, not going to happen. So, first step that I can give you guys of advice is structure your family. Your family is going to push back. Your children, if they're older, are going to call you crazy and think it's stupid. The whole 9 yards, it's going to happen, okay? Your husband might even look at you and be like, fuck no. Or your wife might look at you and be like, fuck no. No, I'm not. However, I got pushed back at first from my husband with all of my crazy. And it was great because what did it do? What did it do? I just kept pushing. I just kept saying it. My oldest got on board right away, and he started, and then you start hearing in my household, wasn't in the family calendar. I had no idea. I had no idea. So now my husband looks at the calendar every morning. He just knows now. He's programmed. He looks. He's actually looked, and I haven't looked, and he's been like, hey, you have that meeting today with so-and-so. Did you need help? Like, who's getting the kids? Like, okay, that's real sexy that you just did that there. That makes me want to jump your bones. I see what you did there. But it's helping him be also a productive and successful partner in our relationship. And I'm like, I even use it to schedule time to like hang out with each other because our schedules are so chaotic. I'm like, hey, you know what? We don't have, they're here, there. Ooh, we could meet up. We could meet up for dinner. We did it last night. And the thing is though, is that you, step one, gain control of your situation. And people are going to push back. And when they push back, it's just change. That's all it really is. People don't like change. It's like in our human nature, we don't like change. So set your rules, set your boundaries, set your goals, and stick to it, okay? Because what's going to happen is everything else is just going to fall into place. So get that organization starting first. Set your calendars, sync everybody who can into it that you want to have part of it. Start training them. If it's not in the calendar, go, sorry, it's not in the calendar. I didn't see it. I just moved on. And do not accommodate. Don't accommodate. The bottom line, don't accommodate. I do not accommodate. If it's not in the calendar and you didn't tell me, sucks to suck. I'm not accommodating you. The answer is no. I don't even care if it's, I need a book by blah, 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 blah date. And you put it on every single day during the week. Well, I'm the one responsible for buying the books and buying your needs and things like that for school. If I don't buy it come the day of, it's not there by the time you need it. And now I'm like, fuck, I have to run around. Well, that's my fault and it's my problem. And that's, yeah, I'm going to make that accommodation because it was there every day for me. And just literally in the beginning, you just go, Mom, need book. Or Dad, need book. Or whoever's buying your shit. It's simple. Second, food, dinner, everything. People are like, oh, I can't, blah, blah. Organize your shit. Organize your shit. I open my fridge every day. You open your fridge every day. Your children open the fridge every day. Everybody opens the fridge every day. So I know that when I open my fridge and I look at the door, all my condiments are over here and I know where everything goes. The reason why I make sure and I push my family and I say, nope, that's not where that goes. Goes back over there. Reason number one, and they all think I'm batshit fucking crazy, which, yeah, a little bit. But here's why. When I open that fridge and I don't see mustard in its spot, we're out of mustard. And nobody put it on the thing. So now I go over to the pantry, because I always have that shit on tap, and I open the pantry and I see if there's mustard. If there's mustard in the pantry as a backup, I take it out. Now I know that I have maybe 1 or 2 left. So now, because I always want to have at least 1 backup, 1 to 2 backups, so I'm never screwed, I add it to my grocery list because I have 1 left or whatever. If I have 1 left, I add it to the grocery list. If I don't, I don't, whatever. But that reasoning for having that on that wall is just that, because I need quick things. Now, if I was to go to the grocery store and I didn't have mustard or whatever, and I didn't know that I needed more, and now I'm making lunches, well, now I'm screwed, because now lunches are screwed up and no one's going to eat it because it doesn't have mustard and blah, blah, blah. Now I'm trying to add an extra stop into my day. I don't have time for it. I didn't fucking plan for it. Now I'm irritated. I'm frustrated. Everybody else is irritated and frustrated because I'm irritated and frustrated. It's like a domino fucking ripple effect of fuckery, okay? So, avoid the fuckery. To avoid fuckery, you just get organized, okay? Now, second, I have an hour, essentially, of free time. It's not really free time. In the morning, okay? After I drop my children off, to when my shop opens at 9 a.m. From 8 to 9, no one is allowed to bother me. This is a new thing. I just added this. And why? Because that's when I'll be doing Hot Rod Mass. That's when I'll be doing Revved Up Digital. That's when I'll be doing all my extra stuff and my classes and everything that I need to do. When I'm sitting in my pickup line at wherever, I put on my classes and I just start listening to it in the car, and I can watch it and whatever while I'm waiting. That's 20 minutes right there. Now I'm doing my classes. Now I'm learning about how to better myself, and I'm doing what I want to do while still being a productive parent. But because I know that I've already got dinner planned, because I know that I already took care of the grocery shopping for the week and all that, I know that I don't have to worry about it. Now, the second part of that is grocery shopping. I go grocery shopping one day a week, and that's it. If it's not on the list, if you didn't ask for it, you didn't put it in the Skylight, which, by the way, the Skylight app calendar syncs with your phone, people. I'm saying, you can also, if you don't want to buy that, if you have an iPhone, you can share an entire grocery list. You can share it with your family, and they can all add to it too. So when they use the last of the milk, your kids are, if you hold the kids, or even if you have young kids, they're all doing this. If they reach in the fridge and they use the last of the milk, you tell them to put it on there. Now, my kids have gone an entire week without milk because they used the last of it, they didn't put it on the list, and I don't drink milk. So how the fuck am I supposed to know there's no fucking milk? It's like a guy knowing you're out of tampons. How the fuck's he supposed to know? He don't use them. Just saying. It's your responsibility. You use the last of something, you put it on the list, and then the person that's going to get that shit knows. It's no different than doing inventory. Your house is like a rolling fucking machine of inventory. That's what it is. So, and you're the inventory master. Okay? And they're all the little peons that run around like they're the little minions. Okay? Of the inventory. So, what did we learn today? We learned today that you guys need to get organized and get control of your shit. And write it down. Start color coordinating your shit. Start pulling your shit together. Get it together. And I promise you, once you do, everything will fall in suit. And a lot of you out there, husbands, wives, grandparents, whoever's listening, whoever the opposite person is who doesn't want to follow suit, just man your ground. Consistency and persistency is what is going to make it successful. And then they're going to start seeing how you're happy and how successful things are and how the stress is kind of numbing down. And they're going to be excited. Like, my husband now goes out of his way when he sees like storage things, and he's like, oh, this might be great for lunches, honey, if you do this, because they're big enough to blah, 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 blah. Because he knows that I am putting the dip and the carrots and all that in the thing, in together, and then I'm going to stack it in the fridge. I know that my spouse is never going to pack his own lunch. He's never going to pack carrots. He's never going to pack it. He would starve to death before he would ever do simple things like cut up a cucumber. And I know that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just who he is. He doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to do it. Or he's going to make bad choices instead of healthy choices. And then I'm going to be upset because I want him to live long because I love him. Same thing with my kids. All the cucumbers are sitting in the fridge. None of them are eating them. Why? Because they're not cut up. They're not with dip. They're not with this. This isn't because my kids are like spoiled or whatever. It's because this is normal behavior. It's normal. It's normal because most people don't want to do the extra mile. We all do it. Look in your produce bin in your fridge. I bet you there's so much shit in there that you don't even use because it wasn't chopped up. You just shoved it in there and that's it. Or how many strawberries or whatever, or blueberries you throw away a week because you were like, ah, shit, I bought them, I forgot they were there. But if they were prepped and they were washed and they were up close and personal right there, labeled blueberries, carrots with dip, cucumbers. Well, now you opening the fridge, it's the first thing you see. And mine are all on eye level. So it's the first thing you see. Grab it and go. It's not that hard. Or if you have your kids that are rushing in the morning and you're like, shit, oh my God, like, you guys have to get back your own lunches because I'm running late, blah, 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 because maybe I overslept. Like, you never know. Life happens. My kids know that I'm going to whip up the sandwich. They can grab the cucumber. They have to grab a vegetable, and that's it. So it's one vegetable, one fruit. Now I pack my fridge like that. One vegetable, one fruit. One vegetable, one fruit. So my kids know when they're grabbing a veggie, grabbing a fruit. Now they're eating healthy. They're packing their lunch. And I'm not wasting food. It's a win-win. It's organization. And, like, you're not stressed out. You're not stressed out. Like, I talk to my girlfriends every day on the way home, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? I'm going to the fucking grocery store again because I've gone, blah, blah, blah. Plan ahead. And you don't have to do it. It's great. And they're like, oh, I know, because not you. You don't have to go to the grocery store. No, I don't. No, I don't, because I already planned. Well, the kids wanted this. Nope. Nope. Put that motherfucking shit on a goddamn list. You can get it next week. Sorry for ya. Or if they want, like, certain things for dinner. It's not that I'm not, like, gonna make them what they want. But if it ain't on the list, I send out a text message that says, what do you want for dinner? Dinner ideas, lunch ideas. If you don't put an idea down and I gotta think for you, you get whatever the fuck I say you get. And that's that. Just saying. So, I just want you guys all to know that this took me a long time. This didn't happen overnight, okay? This was a long time in the making. I decided one day that this was what I was going to do, and that was that, because I needed to make my life easier, and that was it. So, whoever is the domineering one in the family that controls all the crap, to make your life a little bit easier, get organized, get structured. Do not cave. When it's not there, that's it. It's not there. Next week, try again. Like, it's probably taken me, I'm going to say it's probably taken me about 1.5 years, 2 years, to really get my kids to understand and get my family to lock in. Now, what I see now is they're more receptive when I say, nope, not happening. Sorry, no. They're like, are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. You didn't write it down. You didn't tell me. You didn't nothing. No, I have other plans going on and I'm not doing it. No, I'm not. Ugh, whatever. That's what I get. Was whatever. But it's okay. Because next week they're not going to make that mistake. Next week they're going to pay attention to that text message that mom sends out. Or husband is, or wife is, or whoever it is. But don't think that this is a process that's going to happen tomorrow, because it's not going to. And don't set yourself up for trying to be successful in the first week, because it's not going to happen. You're going to fail. You're more than welcome to DM me if you're running into struggles and you're like, how do I conquer this? Sometimes it just takes a village to give you little tips and tricks to get to that next step. And it's okay. I am working on right now, like, putting all this into like a seminar format so you guys can join and do that and join in and Q&As and all that. But I'll show you later on. Maybe I'll do a TikTok later about like organization and how I do it, and like the color coordinated whatever. And you don't necessarily have to use the same colors that I use or whatever. I just use pink because I know pink is Ella. She's the only girl in my house. And green, William likes green. And blue, Jake's always been blue. So don't set yourself up for failure. Set yourself up for success. Little things. Pick one thing this week that you're going to try and conquer, and you're going to try to get control of. If it's your groceries, do it. If it's your chaotic schedule with the last minute, by the way, do it. Whatever it is. Lock the fuck in on your life, people. Lock in. Because before you know it, you're going to be 30 years old, 40 years old, however old you are. I'm 39. And you're going to be sitting there going, fuck, what about me? And you're going to be sitting there going, what am I teaching my children? Like, or my husband never helps me. He's always this. Or And you're what? My wife is fucking useless. She doesn't help me. Same thing. Lock in. Lock the fuck in. Show people what you need. Gain control. Organize a little dumb shit that is just frivolous shit that happens every day. And you will have success. You will have that stress of you and your partner no longer. Because you guys all know what's going on. You'll all be on the same page. When I tell you, once all the marbles, so to speak, that are rolling around settle and they fall into place and they're all level, life will get better. And you will be able to lock in, and you will be able to take care of you, and you will be able to get that hour of class or the 1 hour of walking with your dog, or even if it's 20 minutes of free, fuck off, I just want to take a shit by myself, and now I don't have to rush my shit because I can, yes sir. Or maybe you want to take a tubby. I'm a big tubby connoisseur over here. We all know this. Whatever it is, gain control. Gain control of your success. And your success could be anything. It could be just getting them to put fucking toilet paper on the fucking roll and restock it. Just saying. True story in my house. Revved Up Digital tells you about that. But stay tuned, everybody. I'm going to sign off for now because I got to go in the Walmart and get a cooler to send back a engine. Yes, I just said that right. Little William blew up his motor in his 112, and we have to get a cooler at Walmart, specifically at Walmart, good old Walmart, and we're going to put an engine in it and ship it because it's got to be rebuilt. But I just want you guys all to know, I love you all. I love all the support. I am always shifting gears of chaos. It's what I do. And currently right now I am producing, I'm putting together, I'm working on trademarking some fun stuff and copywriting some fun stuff and doing some seminars that I'm going to be starting to do about organizing your chaos. So stay tuned. Keep on being fucking awesome. Keep being badass. You can hit me up at www.hotrodmess.com. You can also find me at rss.com. You can also find me at, email me directly if you want at hotrodmess@gmail.com. Sorry. I'm on all major platforms. You guys can reach me anywhere at any point in time. DM me, whatever you want. Ask a question. No question is a stupid question. So even if it's not about a car, even if it's as simple as how do you keep your car organized and whatever when you're on this chaotic path, simple rules. I do actually have an organization system in my car as well that helps us flow, and I'm never screwed, and I'm never without a blanket, I'm never without a hoodie, I'm never without this, and it's not sprawled out throughout my car. So if that's your deal, awesome. I can help you out there too. I've done it all, people. I've had kids, all 3 kids in car seats at the same time. I've had all the bullshit. I'm running a business. I'm doing it all. I've had the fucking arguments with my husband who was not helpful. Not because he didn't want to be, it's because he didn't know how. And I, as a spouse, had to teach him. And now we're all getting there. It's taken a long time. I've been at this for 20 years. So, I want to share everything with you guys. I want to share all my successes with you. So, hotrodmess@gmail.com or www.hotrodmess.com. You can find me anywhere and everywhere. I love you all, and thank you so much for spending your Sundays with me, and thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. Peace out. Bye-bye. Peace out.